Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
57 is not an interesting number.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down. Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
Back.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
Welcome back, Ben, and assorted audience.
What a shame.
Fruity, 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 fruity.
Pain, 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 pain.
What a shame.
Shoobity wop dee ba-doo down.
But to me, it backquote as just a factoid.
Good evening. And welcome to game night on Thursday the 20th of November. It is just about 20 past 8. I must put a new battery in my clock because apparently it's 5 to 10. It's still ticking though. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I must have stopped and then started again. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to game night and a message from our sponsor GIsons.
Insert option message here from array twitch.sub message HUD 601 smug.
Thank you very much for the 59 months of the GIsons. Hope you're doing well. Lots of subs coming in. Thank you to Prudes for the 24 months, to Sam for the 66 months, to Arden Fett for the 24 months. Oh, am I? Let me boost the mic a bit. And thank you to, yes, Fets for 24 months, to Lupine for 64, to ABME for 60 months, to Oni for 57 months. I have to say, 57 is not an interesting number. Please get down, Dexter. Wait. Yeah, I've just slightly boosted the mic volume. I am talking a little quieter. Dexter, piss off. Go on, go away. Be gone. Thank you. Good boy. Go to sleep. How's everyone doing? Lovely to have you all here. Good evening to Toot, In Shapes, and JR, ABME, SJ, Stilgar, Fets, TVP, Samster, Poison Dart, and a message from our sponsor JR.
I hope you've been looking after yourself less than 3.
Yeah, something like that. Thank you for the 16 months, JR. Good evening, Amy, Angie Isons, Prugs, and Oni, Mr. Gamerman, Matt the Sprat, Conradlac, Lupine, Simpsons Angle, Tom Cairns, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. Lovely to have you all here. Yeah, I've been off for a couple of weeks for various reasons. What was it? Was I here on a Saturday? I can't even remember now. I was supposed to only miss one Saturday, and I ended up missing a Thursday and a Saturday, I think. Saturday because I was at the standing engagement that I had, which is why I missed it in the first place. And then, yeah, last Thursday I was desperately ill, like as bad as I was back in March. It caused me to take 2 months off. I mean, it was on a par with that. It really was, but the recovery seems to have been a bit better. I was not here on Saturday. No, you're quite right, Geozes. So yeah, as you can probably hear, I'm still not fully recovered. Voice isn't quite back there. And today's just generally not been a good day, but I wanted to come and stream because I thought it'll cheer me up and get back on the horse. For those of you who might be interested into why today wasn't a good day, after nearly 5 months of building up to it, my buyer pulled out today and collapsed the entire property chain that was about to complete imminently, or exchange imminently anyway. So I'm back to square one and I'm fucking fuming about it, but there's not much that can be done. I just wish I hadn't wasted quite so much time. But yeah, it means obviously I can't buy the onward property that I was about to buy, and that's now back on the market, and it means I need to find a new buy. I have got a viewing tomorrow, but it's just after the last sort of 12 to 15 months, I thought end of 2025 maybe that'll be, maybe it'll bring some positivity to end the year, and 2026 can hit the ground running with positive things. But alas, not to be. Well, unless some miracle happens in the next sort of 24 hours, but I'm not holding my breath. So yeah, that sucks. On the plus side, it is cold enough that Christmas jumpers are warranted, so I've got my my festive jumpers are on rotation. As their life is too short to have 4 items of clothing that you can only wear 1 month of the year. So yeah, I'm breaking out the Christmas jumpers. And we've got some really good fun quiz to look forward to tonight. First of all, we've got Cryptex by me, slightly shorter pack than normal, just 6 puzzles in this pack. Very many thanks to Stimson for proving it. We've got DangerZone coming up a bit later on by Oni. I hope you'll stick around for that. A little treat to share with you towards the end of the night to make up for being away and for changing all the schedule around. By the way, writers, thank you very much for your forbearance in rejigging the schedule. It's just there aren't enough streams to fit everything in where I want to, so they will get aired if they've moved. So I know JR, you've had the brunt of it a bit. You've had to have a couple of your packs pushed back, so I appreciate your forbearance. But yeah, I'll make up for it with something special a bit later on, and then the Thunderball draw, of course, to finish off the night a bit later on. That's about it. I think I'm going to get on with the game. This pack has been written by me. It's been proofed by Stimson's Angle. I haven't written for Cryptex for ages, and I found out I've not written for it, I don't think, since I redid the software. So looking forward to seeing how this pans out. And I do hope that you enjoy what is in store. 2 puzzles in each round, and let's get on with it. Reminder of how to play. For those of you who haven't played Cryptex before, I want a quick refresher of the rules. You're looking for the letter that I ask for in the clue that you're given. You solve the clue to get points, and then you are looking for a particular letter within that clue as well, all of which will add up to give you letters in the main Cryptex word. Yeah, that's what you're trying to do, and the format is as follows. You get around specific rules ahead of each round, and I think we should go to our first round, which is decryption. 5 points for each clue that you solve. You do get a 1-point penalty if you repeat an answer or if you give me an incorrect answer. Solve the clues at any time, even if they are no longer the current clue. They'll still be displayed on your universal controllers, so if you suddenly have a brainwave and something clicks into place, you can go back and solve one of the earlier clues. And of course, crack the Cryptex at any point before the end of the puzzle, and you will get a bonus 10 points. That's all there is to it. Good luck to you all, have fun, and let's go to puzzle number 1. Okie dokie. There's our Cryptex, there he is, and our category is a fictional criminal with 9 letters. Fictional criminal with 9 letters. Your first clue, 2011 Carly Rae Jepsen song, Blank Me Maybe. 4 letters, you need the 3rd. Popular browser application by Google. 6 letters, you want the 5th. First solve, very well done indeed to that player. Yes, the vape pen has only just come back in the last day or 2, and I'm still not sure it's a good idea, but there we are. Room where food is prepared. 7 letters, you want the 7th. Welcome back, vape pen. Indeed, so I have missed it, so. Next, to tear or cut, usually used in the context of the skin. 8 letters, you want the 6th. To tear or cut, usually used in the context of the skin. Not on purpose. 10 letters, you want the 9th. Not on purpose. That's another solve, well done. Fragrant smelling, and also our friend Arun. 8 letters, you want the 8th. mind your spelling. Spelling must be exact in this game, of course. The run here tonight. It's a sort of meta clue, but also not. Devolved form of cadabra, and the other half of the magic word cadabra. Evolved form of cadabra, and the other half of the magic word blank cadabra. 4 letters, you want the 4th. Essential object when playing snooker, Monopoly, or D&D. 5 letters, you want the 2nd. Something that you need when playing all 3 of those games. 5 letters, you want the 2nd. And your final clue, current Chinese year. 5 letters, you want the 1st. Last opportunity to crack the Cryptex then, if you haven't done so already. We are looking for a fictional criminal. Solve any of the other clues as well. 5 points available if you can do so. The solution from the Breaking Bad Better Call Saul universe, Salamanca. Salamanca was the solution. Current Chinese year, it's the year of the snake, from where we got the S. Essential object when playing snooker, Monopoly or D&D, you need a table, from where we got the A. Call Me Maybe is the Carly Rae Jepsen song, from where we got the L. The devolved form of cadabra is Abra, from where we got the A. Popular browser application by Google is Chrome, from where we got the M. Room code is there. To tear or cut, usually the skin, that's lacerate, from where we got the A. A room where food is prepared is a kitchen, from where we got the N. Fragrant smelling, and like our friend Arun, aromatic, from where we got the C. And not on purpose is accidental, from where we got the A. That's the end of that puzzle. Let's take a look at the scores. Oh, did you have a nightmare with the device there too? You might need to refresh it now, because sometimes it does something weird. I am working on some more robust connection logic and a bit of an overhaul for the Unicon, so that'll be something that's coming later this year or possibly early next. So, green if you had a perfect game, well done to Stilgart and Kohler, who both managed to pick up 55 points, and gold if you managed to crack the Cryptex, 16 players managing to do so, so very well done indeed. Another one of those puzzles coming up. I have it on good authority from Simpsons Angle that the second of each of the puzzle pairs in the round is slightly harder, so let's see how you get on with this one. Okay, food and drink is your Cryptex category. There's 9 letters. And to our first clue, lightheartedness or a lack of seriousness. 9 letters, you want the 6th. Lightheartedness or a lack of seriousness. Tricky one to start with. To our second, resort town in Lancashire, famous for its pleasure beach. 9 letters, you want the 5th. Resort town in Lancashire, famous for its pleasure beach. 9 letters, you want the 5th. Go on next. Evidence of presence, usually seen on the beach or in the snow. 9 letters, you want the 8th. And all of these clues, incidentally, are 9 letters long. Evidence of presence, usually seen on the beach or in the snow. 9 letters, you want the 8th. 9 letters, not 10, I will add. Next, a chemical substance secreted to influence the behaviours of other animals. A chemical substance secreted to influence the behaviour of other animals. Your 4th letter. There's our first solving of the Cryptex. Well done to that player. To our next. The first letter of each word when using Pascal case. 9 letters, you want the 2nd. Eternal punishment is next. 9 letters, you want the 7th. Eternal punishment. Remember, our Cryptex category is food and drink and is also 9 letters long. A type of swing dance or a cut musical number in The Wizard of Oz. A type of swing dance or a cut musical number in The Wizard of Oz. 9 letters, you want the 9th. There's another soul. Well done. A number used to summarize information. A number used to summarize information in its singular form. 9 letters, you want the first. And your final clue, 2004 British TV series set in a rundown council estate featuring a dysfunctional working class family. 9 letters, you want the third. Last opportunity now to crack the Cryptex if you can. 10 points if you can solve it now. 5 points for any clues you haven't yet got. Well done, Colin, getting in clutch at the last minute. The solution was sparkling, as in champagne or Prosecco, or apple ties, as I'm drinking tonight. A number used to summarise information is a statistic, from where we got the S. The first letter of each word when using Pascal case, it's uppercase, from where we got the P. 2004 British TV series is shameless, from where we got the A. Chemical substance secreted to influence the behaviours of other animals is a pheromone, from where we got the R. Resort town in Lancashire, famous for its pleasure beach, is Blackpool, from where we got the K. Lightheartedness or a lack of seriousness is frivolity, from where we got the L. Eternal punishment is damnation, from where we got the I. Evidence of presence is a footprint, from where we got the N. And the swing dance and the cut musical number from The Wizard of Oz is jitterbug, from where we got the G. Although when I did the stage show, we did put it back in, but it wasn't in the original film. But it did make it into future shows, future stage productions. Nobody getting a perfect round there. I did say it was the second of each pair is a little bit harder. But we've got a few people managing to crack the Cryptex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in total going gold and managing to crack the Cryptex. Well done indeed. And Sam picking up a handsome 49 points there, taking him up to 99. You're on nice. Matt is on a very nice 69. Well done indeed. Excuse me. So I'm still a little bit crunchy at the moment. Good. Well, Not a Cat, welcome to the stream. I'm hoping you all found that suitably fun and suitably challenging. Nice to see that everyone has got some points on the board. Well, let's play on to round number 2. Combination, just as before, you get 5 points for each clue you solve and a penalty of 1 point for incorrect or repeated answers. Solve clues at any time, as before, even if they're not the current clue on the broadcast graphics. And in this round, each clue will be formed by blending 2 words with at least 2 letters overlapping. You can solve half a clue in order to help gain letters in the Cryptex. And remember, the Cryptex solution will be a real word. It won't be blended. It will be a real full word in the Cryptex solution. You don't get points for solving just half a clue, but it might help you to get to the full thing. Because of course that information appears on your device. Make sure you do answer either the whole clue or the half clues. Don't just type in the missing letters, because that will be marked as wrong. Crack the Cryptex at any point before the end for a bonus 10 points as before. Let's play on our first combination puzzle. Blushy, as is tradition, indeed so. The Pokemon round. We've already had our Pokemon questions tonight. Maybe there'll be another one. Okay, so the Cryptex category is Interstellar. Interstellar, it's got 9 letters, and our first pair of clues: northernmost of the Great Lakes, and one who speaks. Northernmost of the Great Lakes and one who speaks, for a total of 12 letters. At least 2 will overlap. Container of strawberries and leaves a nasty sting. Container of strawberries and leaves a nasty sting. 10 letters, you want the 6th. Quite pleased with that clue. It's our first solve, very well played. Home of the hippocampus and cerebellum, and a block of metal, often gold, typically oblong in shape. Home of the hippocampus and cerebellum, and a block of metal, often gold, typically oblong in shape. 8 letters, you want the 3rd. 2022 Brendan Fraser film, The Blank, and Sherlock's Police Inspector, 11 letters in total. Brendan Fraser film from 2022, The Blank, and Sherlock's Police Inspector, 11 letters. You want the fifth. The category is Interstellar with 9 letters. Next, 1982 sci-fi action film with a 2010 sequel subtitled Legacy and a typically black and white mineral. There's another solve, well done there. 1982 sci-fi action film with a 2010 sequel subtitled Legacy and a typically black and white mineral. Theme park attraction Log Blank and slightly more refreshing type of cigarette. Theme park attraction Log Blank and slightly more refreshing type of cigarette. 10 letters, you want the second. One who is easily shocked by nudity or things of a sexual nature, and false teeth. One who is easily shocked by nudity or things of a sexual nature, and false teeth. 11 letters, you want the first. The largest brass instrument in an orchestra, and intentional or reckless infliction of unlawful force on another person. The largest brass instrument in an orchestra, and intentional or reckless infliction of unlawful force on another person. 9 letters, you want the 9th. Final clue for this puzzle, Roman general and statesman, and online payment platform. 11 letters, you want the 7th. Roman general and statesman, online payment platform. Last opportunity to crack the Cryptex. 10 points if you can do so. 5 points for any clues that you can solve along the way. Last few seconds. The solution. Oh, Maxio, just in the nick of time. Planetary. Interstellar, planetary. One who's easily shocked by nudity is a prude. False teeth are dentures. Prudentures, from where we got the P. It's the log flume and menthol cigarettes. Flumenthal, from where we got the L. The brain is the home of the hippocampus, and an ingot is a block of metal. Brain gut, from where we got the A. Tron and onyx for tronics, from where we got the N. Whale and lestrade for whale-lestrade, from where we got the E. Punnet and nettles leaves a nasty sting. Punettles, from where we got the T. Agrippa and PayPal. Agrippaypal, from where we got the A. Superior and orator. Superiorita, from where we got the R. And finally, the largest brass instrument in an orchestra is a tuba, and the intention or reckless infliction of unlawful force on another person is battery. Battery, from where we got the Y. And gold if you managed to crack the Cryptex there. Again, no perfect scores, but Sam still with a very pleasing 54 points coming out of that puzzle. I think just shy 1 clue possibly, and most people managing to solve along the way, so very well done. If you got planetary from Interstellar. My brain was not prepared for that round. I can only apologise, Mr. Gamerman. Two battery, indeed. I like that. I quite like the leaves a nasty sting. I thought was that's it for cryptic clues for me. That's as much as I was going to get. Tube assault. Yeah, there is a technical distinction between battery and assault, which yeah, Stimson commented on actually when proofing. So, today I found out the difference between. Right, I'll stop rabbiting on. On we go. Our second combination puzzle. Let's take a look. Okay, we are looking for an excellent word with 9 letters. An excellent word with 9 letters. Starting with this, closed vessel that heats water in the home, and a mistake, often in spelling or made by a computer. Look at both halves of the clues, because one of them might help out with what the other half is. Next, colour often used in military uniforms, and pivotal Bioshock expression, would you blank? 9 letters. Not in my own, it doesn't. Sorry to hear that, Shapes. It is bloody cold at the moment, isn't it? Next, country led by President Xi, and a paper towel or serviette used at the dinner table. 9 letters, you want the first. We are looking for an excellent word. A cooked and pickled culinary dish of chopped vegetables or fruits, and a comedian and actor known for Only Murders in the Building, Martin Blank. 9 letters in total. In total, we're looking for the 8th. Nationality of composer Antonin Dvorak. Apologies if you've got a square on your devices. And a supernatural being often depicted as a baby angel. 9 letters, you want the 4th. Nationality of composer Antonin Dvorak, or Devo Squareac. And a supernatural being often depicted as a baby angel. Small terracotta-skinned plasticine man. And Greek Titan, daughter of Uranus and Gaia, and wife of Chaos. I think it's pronounced Chaos. 9 letters, you want the 7th. Next, archaic term for an institution that cares for people with mental illnesses, and a sussy game, blank us. There's our first solve, very well done to that player. Archaic term for an institution that cares for people with mental illnesses, and a sussy game, blank us. A moralistic talk based on a passage of scripture and a layered edible bulb. Moralistic talk based on a passage of scripture and a layered edible bulb. Easter hymn, blank be the glory, and brainstorm or green what? 9 letters, you want the 2nd. This is the final clue. Last opportunity to solve any clues that you haven't solved already, and last opportunity to crack the Cryptex. Not many solved so far. You've not got much to go on here. A lot of this is going to rely on how well you've approached this puzzle, but the excellent word that we were looking for was chicanery. Second Better Call Saul reference of the night. Chicanery was the excellent word. Country led by President Xi is China, and a napkin is Soviet used at the dinner table. Chai napkin, from where we got the C. Thine be the glory, and green needle, thy needle, from where we got the H. Boiler and error was the next one. Boilerra. Check and cherub, cherub, from where we got the C. Bedlam and among us, bedlamung, bedlamung. Sermon and onion, sermunion, from where we got the N. Morph and Phoebe, Morphoebe, from where we got the E. Relish and short, Martin Short, relish short, from where we got the R. And finally, khaki and would you kindly, kindly, from where we got the Y. Very well done if you got some points out of that. And gold if you crack the Cryptex. There were a few, and Toot managing to pick up a perfect score there with 55. Takes him into 2nd place with 159. Sam retains the lead with 173. Ralph currently in 3rd with 153. Very well done. Can anyone actually let me know the pronunciation? Because that Greek person, it's the only word I wasn't entirely sure of. I think it's Ceus, C-O-E-U-S. But if anybody can... Phoebe, I knew Phoebe. C-O-E-U-S. I think it's Ceus. But if anyone is more learned than I when it comes to Greek pronunciation, then do let me know. No, Phoebe. I'm familiar with the name Phoebe. Right, we've got 2 more puzzles. It's just that one I'm a little bit curious about. Right, let's take a look at our final round, which is Decipher, and in this round the objective is to crack the Cryptex as fast as possible. You may solve the clues to help gain letters in the Cryptex, and if you fail to crack the Cryptex, then they are going to be worth bonus or consolation points, I suppose. For every clue revealed, I'll take 5 points off your potential winnings, which will be shown in square brackets on the Unicon. And answer a clue incorrectly or guessing the Cryptex solution incorrectly will incur a further 1 point penalty. Coius, oh, it might be Coius. Could be Coius. So you're looking to crack the Cryptex as quickly as possible, but in this one, I fear you are going to have to solve some of the clues for these 2 puzzles for reasons that will become abundantly clear. Yes, Brainstorm Green Needle is one of those things where you can force your brain to hear one thing or another depending on what you're thinking of the time. Yeah, it's a Yanni Laurel thing. It's called it's basically like an optical illusion, but an audio one, an audial illusion. Right, good luck to you all. Here is our first of 2 decipher puzzles, and Maxio, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Phoebe leaves a nasty sting. Very good. Okay. Category, your clue is in the clues, starting with this. Beethoven wrote 32 mature examples of this composition for solo piano. 6 letters, you want the third. Next, the record of descent of an animal showing it to be purebred. 8 letters, you want the 7th. Coius, thank you very much, Simpsons Angle and JR, for confirming that. Coius. Every day's a school day. Next, counterpart to a community chest in Monopoly. 6 letters, you want the verse. Second Monopoly reference in this pack, apologies. Next, Stranger Things character Blank Munson. 5 letters, you want the 4th. Toto sang about this place in 1962. 6 letters, you want the 6th. There's our first solve, and our second coming in quick succession. Very well done there. And a third as well. Surname of reggae artist who sang Buffalo Soldier. 6 letters, you want the second. Final clue, liquor produced by distilling wine. 6 letters, you want the 5th. And last opportunity to crack the Cryptex here. Not many have done so far. Have you got enough information from those clues? Canny Day, as in everything dog related, because all the clues had a dog theme. Chance, from where we got the American Bulldog in Homeward Bound. Marley, there's a Labrador Retriever in Marley and Me. Sonata, although Beethoven from the question was the St. Bernard in Beethoven. Eddie was a Jack Russell Terrier in Frasier, as well as Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. Brandy, Auntie Brandy is the Blue Heeler in Bluey. Africa, of course, the answer to the Toto song, and Toto the Cairn Terrier in The Wizard of Oz. And pedigree is just a general dog word, and that's I ran out of dogs at that point. Thank you very much, Ardenfett. So yes, your clue was in the clues. There weren't many souls, but 1 or 2 did manage to get there. And some consolation points going out as well. They're the relatively late solves. 25 points going out to Sam Toot and Matt. So very well done to you 3 in particular. 15 for Colo, 19 for Silver Electron, 15 for 10 by 2 by 4, which I think is jogging, and 14 for Mr. Gamerman. I ran out of dogs. It's not just running out of fiction. There were plenty of fictional dogs, but it's fictional dogs that fit in with the clue as well. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. There's one more just like it, our final puzzle of the pack. Let's take a look. My dog really helps as well, Mr. Gamerman. Once again, the clue is in the clues. Starting with this, a deep or seemingly bottomless cavern. 5 letters. Oh, look at that. The RNG possibly being a bit helpful there, but someone has cracked it on the first clue. Very well played. Channel 4 sitcom starring Mitchell and Webb that ran from 2003 to 2015. 4-4, but type it as 8, so no space. Film featuring Maximus Decimus Meridius, aka Spaniard. 9 letters, you want the first. Tag team partner of Christian in WWE, real name Adam Copeland. 4 letters, you want the fourth. TV personality, author, and co-host of the Rest is Entertainment podcast, Richard Blank. That's very helpful in these games, Silver Electron. One who keeps to their marriage vows. 8 letters, you want the second. Penultimate clue, an utterance that serves as a request for information. 8 letters, you want the seventh. And your final clue of the game. Dishwasher tablet available in power, quantum, and ultimate varieties. 6 letters. Last opportunity to crack the Cryptex if you have not done so already. Also solve any of the other clues that are there, that they're not worth points on their own. They're only worth points if we don't crack the Cryptex. Solution was a bit easier, I think. Game show. Game show is what we're after, and there were game show related clues. Gladiator is the film featuring Maximus Decimus Meridius. Gladiators of the show, obviously. Faithful is one who keeps to their marriage vows, the faithful as opposed to the traitors. Richard Osman is House of Games, or Rohog to those in the trade. Edge, the short-lived BBC game show from 2015, The Edge, as in Christian and Edge. Abyss is a Stephanie Share original. Yeah, couldn't find that in the actual game show world. Finish was the dishwasher brand, the Finish line, of course. Question, an utterance that serves as a request for information, something that crops up in lots of game shows, but also a question of sport, for example. And Peep Show, and David Mitchell is a regular on Would I Lie to You and various other TV panel shows. And that is the end of the quiz. Let's take a look at the final scores. Gold if you managed to crack that final Cryptex, and there's our top 3. Matt takes the bronze with 214. Toot takes the silver with 228, and it's Sam who takes the gold with 238. Very well done to our top 3 and our medalists, and to everyone who managed to get some points out of that. They will be converted into pennies and paid to your penny banks in due course. Good stuff. Well done everyone there. Thanks Stimson for proofing those for me as well. I hope you enjoyed them. I wrote them a little while back, but it's always nice to see one's own questions in the mix. So I hope you enjoyed them very much. And just to report on the medals now the game is over. Sam, 7th gold for you. Toot, 11th silver for you. And if I've typed the right Matt in, Matt the Sprat, that is your first Cryptex medal. So congratulations, that's your first bronze and first medal for Cryptex. So well done indeed. Right, hope we all have fun there. More quiz coming up in just a few minutes' time. We've got DangerZone as written by Oni. And don't forget to stick around because I've got something very special for you coming up a little bit later on in the stream. And I do hope you'll stick around for it. And of course, the Thunderbolt draw at the end of the night. Thanks again, everyone, for playing. I hope you enjoyed the questions. Thank you to Stimson for proofing. And I'll see you for even more quiz in about 5 minutes' time. a beautiful theme tune. I'm going to get the next game set up, probably find another drink. So take this opportunity to stretch your legs and get some more drinks and snacks. And or just stay comfortable. It's entirely up to you. I'll be back in about 5 minutes' time where we'll have Danger Zone as written by Oni. Bonuses coming into the chat in a minute. And hope to see you back for even more game night very, very shortly. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Shoobity whoopity oobity whoopity oop down.
To the second part of this evening's game night, where it is time for Danger Zone. QJRQ is the code, there's the universal controller, there is the room code. And I thought let's do continuity while we're waiting for people to join, so you can get into the game, and then if you want to zone out for a couple of minutes just while I say what's going on, rather than doing it on its own. Probably makes more sense. Someone's like, I've been reading the survey. Some of the suggestions and feedback that's coming. Speaking of which, that's the very first thing to mention. If you're not in the Discord, you may not have seen, I did recently put out a survey. You can join the Discord right there. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want to copy link, not message link. Or you can just click it right there. You can go and fill in a survey about all things game night. Tell me what you think, what you like, what you don't like, what you think could be better, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, that sort of thing. Really useful exercise for me. Thank you to the people who have filled it in already. I've had about 20 responses so far. It's open for another 10 days or so. So, do go and have your say. Nothing's off limits. If there's something that you're particularly happy or unhappy about, then do let me know, because I am reading it as it comes in, and I'll make a full report in the fullness of time. So please do go fill that in if you want to have your say on the machinations of things going on at game night. Next thing, obviously the schedule's taken a bit of a hammering, what with me missing an episode. So it's going to be in a slight state of flux for the next few weeks. We were scheduled to be having Google That tonight, but we'd actually already arranged to push Google That back to give only more time to write it and to give me more time to fix it as well. So Google that coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So we've got Danger Zone now instead. In terms of what's on in the rest of the season, Bamboozle, Red Herrings and The Purge is still scheduled for Saturday, although it's a different writer we've got. In fact, it's double duty for Quizzle, actually, this Saturday. He's written Bamboozle and The Purge. And then I think, is it Lupine who's done Red Herrings? I think it's Lupine. I was going to check my sheet. Yes, Lupine's done Red Herrings and Quizzle's done Bamboozle and The Purge. That's coming Saturday, the 22nd of November at 8 o'clock. Coming up next week, next Thursday, we've got Battlefront by TBC, so that might actually end up being by me. Data Leak by Oni and The Escape Artist by Fluffy. So do pop along for that if you're just here for the weekday stream. Over on Ash's side of things, go give him a follow if you're not doing so already. He's been doing some... there's nothing in his stream schedule, so no idea what to expect. But I do know that Ash and I will be starting Quizmas very soon. And Ash, if you're earwigging, if you're lurking, I anticipate a DM from me at some point in the next week to start thinking Quizmas machinations. Because yes, December is on the horizon, and every year Ash and I do have a bit of a conflab, and we do our Quizmas special. So this year is no exception. So we've got all that to look forward to, and yeah, I was hoping I was going to be in a new home for Christmas, but it looks as though it's probably not going to happen now. So we've got the green screen for a little while longer yet, but such is life. Such is life. Right, I was going to give you a couple more minutes. So let's give you 30 seconds. Let's put the countdown on. And so is Panto, indeed so. Silver Electron, Solar Espeon, BC, Colin and Prey, welcome all of you to the stream. And BC, thank you for that 26-month subscription as well. Most grateful to you. Right, last 15 seconds to come and join the game, and then Danger Zone will begin. It's been written by Oni and proofed by me. Looking forward to seeing what is in store with some more traditional trivia. Well, I just what advice can you give me the earlier games? Nice. Right, that is time. It's 22 of you in the game, and let's see who is going to emerge this evening's champion as we lock the lobby and we play Danger Zone. Starting off with a Danger Zone size of 4, a nice quaint little Danger Zone this evening. Let's take a look at our first category. It'll be all right on the night. 5 questions this round. You've got 2 helps. You can either multiply or you can nerf. You can use either help once, but not both. Multiplying is going to double the points, however many you get, even if it's 0. And nerfing will give you a flat rate of 11 points, half the number of players rounded down. So yes, the faster you answer, the more points you get. Simple as that. So answer quickly, get more points. And if you're very quick to answer and you multiply, then there could be big points available. Note here from Oni, I came up with a terrible round name first and built the content around it. I am not sorry, and it will happen again in about 15 minutes, realistically. So it'll be all right on the night, all things night related. Let's see how you get on with this. Very best of luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting with this. The Vegas Golden Knights are a team in which US sports league? NBA, NHL, NFL, MLB. NHL is the answer. The Golden Knights only formed in 2017 and have been quite successful, reaching the Stanley Cup final twice, winning it in 2023. AB was fastest, Thumb was second, JR third, Jogging fourth, Lupine was fifth. Lupine, Jogging and AB also doubling on theirs, multiplying. Other multipliers, AB Lupine, Jogging and Prey all multiplying. Stilgar also multiplying, but unfortunately on a wrong answer. So you're going to lose that help, and you've got a bit of work to do to catch up. Faceplants at a respectable multiple of C. We reorder the board. We have an orange Danger Zone because we've got a tie, but still 4 questions to change that around. Let's go on to question number 2. Who played James Knight in the TV series Knight Rider? Val Kilmer, Dirk Benedict, Tom Selleck, David Hasselhoff. was the Hoff. TVP was fastest, Sam was second, Shapes third, Stilgar fourth, and Silver Electron was fifth. Just the one multiplier coming in there from Amy. Very well played if you got that one right. Let's reorder the board. Standard Danger Zone size now, and it's sticking at 4 despite the fact we've had a couple of late entrants come in round 1. The Konami bug has now been fixed, incidentally. ABME leading out the top. Bucows, I think that's jogging, in second, and Ralph in third. On we go. Question number 3. The Clockwork Knight video game series was released exclusively on which console? Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, Sony PlayStation, Neo Geo Pocket. Slightly tougher question there, a couple of nerfs coming in. Correct answer was the Sega Saturn, originally being a Saturn launch title in 1995. Both of the games are pretty nice looking platformers, though they're a bit on the easy side. Lupine was fastest, Matt was second with a multiplier, Stilgar third, Jogging fourth, Silver Electron was fifth. Just that one multiplier coming in from Matt. Nerfs coming in from Conrad, Flyboy Proogs, and Tom Cairns for the flat rate of 11. We reorder the board. We've got Dawson, Colin, Tom, and Maxio currently in the danger zone. 3 of them have still got helps available. Jogging and Ralph now tied at the top. ABME and Matt tied in second. Silver Electron in third. A smattering of helps available. Remember, use them or lose them because they don't stack. So you'll get it back if you make it to the next round, and you won't get it at all if you're in the boneyard. So use them or lose them. On we go. Question number 4. The classical work Dance of the Knights appears in which Prokofiev ballet? Swan Lake, Romeo and Juliet, Cinderella, or The Nutcracker? A lot of players rushing to the wrong answer on this one. It's Romeo and Juliet is the answer. Yeah, there's a lot of people actually going for The Nutcracker here. Of course, The Nutcracker is by Tchaikovsky, as is Swan Lake. Cinderella and Romeo and Juliet, both by Prokofiev. Tchaikovsky did write a tone poem called Romeo and Juliet, but not a ballet. This piece forms part of the combined work called Montagues and Capulets, or, if you're that way inclined, the theme tune to The Apprentice. Ba, 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 ba. It's that piece. And it's, yes, it's by Sergei Prokofiev, and it's from Romeo and Juliet. Trickier question than I thought it was going to be, certainly, but it is slightly in my wheelhouse. Shapes was fastest, Sam was second and with a multiplier, and Woollyback was third. Nerfs coming in from Colin, Maxio, and Silver Electron for the flat rate of 11, and 3 multipliers coming in, but only Sam playing on a right answer. JR and TVP multiplying on the wrong answer. Bad luck. Let's reorder the board and see what that's done to the scores. A smattering of help still available, including Fetz, who's in the danger zone, along with Proogs, Maxio, and Tom. Last question to get out of there. JR just 3 points clear at the moment without a help. Let's see if he can hang on into the next round. Sam leading the pack with 87. Let's go on to question number 5. How many members of the Beatles received knighthoods? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Just the 2 of them. Paul McCartney was knighted in 1997, and Ringo Starr was knighted in 2018, presumably for services to Thomas the Tank Engine. Given how John Lennon returned his MBE when it was awarded to him, I doubt they'd have bothered trying to knight him if he was still alive. And George Harrison also died before he had the opportunity to be given a knighthood. JR was fastest, Prey was second, Matt was third, Flyboy fourth, and Colin was fifth. 2 nerfs coming in from Fetz and Stimpson's Angle for the flat rate of 11. Multipliers coming in from Shapes, who multiplied on a right answer, and Thumbwar, Woollyback, and BC, who multiplied on wrong answers. Let's see. Has Tom done enough to get out of the danger zone? Has Fetz done enough to get out of the danger zone? Marcini and Thumbs, are you looking nervous? Let's take a look as we reorder the board. Thumbs and Marcini are indeed looking nervous. And in the danger zone, Ben clings on by a single point, 24 finishing a single point ahead of Fums and Marcini on 23, stuck in the danger zone along with Prugs on 16 and Maxio on 11. Bad luck, you four. That is the end of your game, though. Of course, there is the Boneyard game, which you can still earn a medal in, and of course, play along for fun and potentially earn a few pennies as well. Sam finishes on top with 87, Shapes in second with 83, Matt's in third with 82. You three will get a little boost going into round 2, and you'll be joined there by Jogging Ralph, Silver Electron, AB Me, Flyboy Prey, Cola, JR, Colin, Stilgar, Conrad, Woollyback, Amy, Stimpson, Fett, Tom, and Ben, whose points will reset to 0, and you'll be given a fresh help back. Unfortunately, though, for Fums, Marcini, Prugs, and Maxio, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Good plan, Prugs. Good plan. And then there were 20. Danger zone size is 4 once again. Crowns for Fums, Marcini, and Prugs in the Boneyard. Sam start with 10, Shapes with 6, Matt with 5. And Amy, Stilgar, Stimpson, and Tom, that does not count as a Boneyard, as a danger zone appearance, because of course you want to minimise those because of the end game. I'll explain a bit more about that later on. For now, let's go on to round number 2. Schnellweg nach die Gefahrenzone. 5 questions once again in this round. Multiplying will double your points. Nerfing gives you a flat rate of 10. You can use either help once, but not both. And message here from Oni. Every so often we take a little field trip to a country for a round, and today is no exception. Let's go to the Netherlands. Why? Shut up. That's why. So a round on all things Netherlands-ish, and so I think there's some other things that are tangentially Netherlands. It's not just a geography round, but yeah, that's the throughput. Let's see how you get on. Very best of luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. Who did the Dutch fight against in the 80 Years' War? England, France, Spain, or Germany? One of the only times in our bloody history that we weren't picking on other smaller countries and nicking all their fruit. It was actually the Spanish who took on the Dutch in the 80 Years' War, the Spanish Empire technically, taking place between 1568 and 1648. The English and the French actually allied to help the Dutch win, which led to Spain formally recognising the state of the Netherlands. Just 4 correct answers there. Fett's first, Cola second, Flyboy third, and Matt was 4th. Let's reorder the board. Unsurprisingly, a great big chonky danger zone size there, all in orange, but everyone's still with a help available. Prugs now with the Boneyard crown on his own as we go to question number 2. What was the currency symbol of the Dutch pre-Euro currency, the guilder? An uppercase F, an uppercase G, a lowercase f, or a lowercase g? A tricky one. It was a lowercase f. Symbol marks that the Dutch guilder was equal to 1 Italian florin at the time of its introduction in 1434. And F's in chat indeed. Silver Electron was fastest, Lupine second, AB Me was third, both of those two with multipliers. Sam was 4th, Stilgar was 5th. Woollyback electing for a nerf for the flat rate of 10. AB Me and Lupine both multiplying on a correct answer, Prey multiplying on an incorrect answer. Let's reorder the board. Still got a tie there. 7 players in the danger zone. I beg your pardon, 8 players in the danger zone. Ralph leading the pack, AB Me in second, and Sam in third. Still a lot of helps in play, and 3 questions still to go. And Woollyback, Silent Marine, welcome both of you to the stream. Here's question 3. So old they started with guilders. Indeed they did. Roughly what percentage of Dutch people can hold a conversation in English? 80, 90, 60 or 70%? Is very, very high, somewhere between 90 and 93%. Apparently the Netherlands is the most proficient country in using English as a second language. When English language programming is shown on TV in the Netherlands, it's usually subtitled instead of dubbed. AB Me was fastest, Shapes was second, BC third, JR was 4th, and Amy was 5th. 1 nerf coming in from Stilgar for 10. and a multiplier coming in for jogging, but unfortunately on a wrong answer. Let's reorder the board. Forgive me. Standard Danger Zone size for the first time this round. Conrad, Jogging, Prey and Tom currently languishing in there. Conrad and Tom, though, still with helps available. AB Me leading the pack with 56. Sam's in second. Ralph's in third. A lot of help still available, though, and still 2 questions. Remember, use them or lose them, because they don't stack. On we go. Question number 4. The Dutch native sport of vierleppen is most similar to what Olympic sport? Shot put, archery, pole vault, hammer throw. It's pole vault. I think it looks a bit like flipping, which I guess is sort of pole vaultish. Vierleppen is basically a horizontal pole vault. Instead of attempting to get over an increasingly tall bar, it's using the pole to vault over a wide ditch, which sounds like a much better sport, I'm not going to lie. Shapes was fastest there with a multiplier. Jogging was second. Conradalac was third with a multiplier. ABME was fourth, and Fetz was fifth. Just those 2 multipliers coming in from Shapes and Conradalac. Very well done if you got some points. I think it was just the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting a right answer there. Let's reorder the board. Now, we've only got 1 question to go. There's still a lot of helps in play at the moment. ABME at the top, Shapes in second, Conrad in third. But lots of help, including 3 players in the danger zone, Colin, Stimpson and Tom. This is your last opportunity to use that help, either a nerf or a multiplier. Let's see how you get on with question number 5. In Dutch food, what is a drop? A meatball, a shot of spirits, a piece of licorice, or a small biscuit? It's a piece of licorice. The average Dutch person eats 5 pounds of licorice a year, presumably because someone has to. A lot of nerfs coming in here, but only 4 correct answers. Prey was fastest in 0.61 seconds. Bloody hell, Prey, well played. Lupine was second, ABME was third, and Stilgart was fourth. 3 people risking a multiplier, JR, Sam and Tom, all of them on incorrect answers. And nerfs coming in from Fetz, Flyboy, Stimpson's Angle, Matt the Sprat, Silver Electron, BC and Amy, all for the flat rate of 10. Now, has Stimpson done enough to get out of the boneyard? Has Prey done enough to get out of the boneyard? Does JR need to worry? Does Jogging need to worry? Does Ben need to worry? Let's reorder the board and find out. JR and Jogging do. Prey has just managed to escape, just 1 point clear of Jogging there. Prey escapes the danger zone and finishes the round on 20. ABME finishes on top with 91. Shapes in second with 65 and Ralph in third with 57. You 3 will get a little boost going into the next round, and you'll be joined there by Conrad, Fetch, Stilgar, Sam, Amy, Flyboy, Matt, Kohler, Silver Electron, Ben, Dawson, aka Woollyback, Stimpson and Prey, whose scores will reset to 0. You'll also get your help back, and hopefully you can put that to good use in round 3. Congratulations, we will see you there. Unfortunately for Burrows, JR, Colin and Tom, you can go no further. Do continue to battle it out in the boneyard, but for now it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Score, Jogging, welcome both of you to the stream, and Jogging, goodbye from the game. Though Jogging taking the boneyard crown with 4 questions correct out of 10, is top of the boneyard, still in with a chance of getting that boneyard medal. ABME starts on 8, Shapes on 5, Ralph on 4. We've got a danger zone size of 5, and we will also have a danger zone size of 5 in round 4, which will leave us with 6 in the final. But 16 players remain for now to play in to round number 3. Just the 5 flavours of quiz. 5 questions in this round. Multiplying is going to double your points as ever, and nerfing is going to get you 8 points flat rate. And again, use either help once, but not both, and use it or lose it. You know the 5 basic tastes, right? With the tongue map, which isn't actually true because every part of the tongue can taste every kind of flavour. Yeah, this round's loosely connected to that. So the 5 flavours of quiz. Let's see how you'll get on. Very best of luck. Let's play Danger Zone. We're starting with sweet. When Sugar Ray Leonard fought Muhammad Ali, who won? It was a draw, they never fought each other, Sugar Ray won, or Ali won. They never fought each other. Sugar Ray never fought as a heavyweight, so officially he never could have fought Ali, because of course Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight, Sugar Ray Leonard was not. Shapes was fastest, Woody Back was second, Silver Electron third, BC fourth, and Amy was fifth, and a nerf coming in from Flyboy for that flat rate of 8 points. Well played. Let's reorder the board. Standard Danger Zone size from the get-go. Ralph, Sam, Conrad, Matt and Stilgar currently in there. Shapes, Dawson, Silver Electron in 1, 2 and 3. Lots of help still available as we go to question number 2. Sour this time. Which of these is not the title of one of Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events books? The Evil End, The Carnivorous Carnival, The Reptile Room or The Bad Beginning? Evil End. The 13th and final book is just imaginatively named The End. He phoned it in, didn't he? Says Oni. I couldn't possibly say. I've never read any of them. Can tell you though that Shapes was fastest, Fetz was second, BC was third, Flyboy was fourth, and Lupine was fifth. 2 nerfs coming in from Stilgar and Woollyback for the flat rate of 8, and multipliers coming in from Matt, Sam, and Prey, all of them on wrong answers, so losing that help and not getting any points. Let's reorder the board. Okay, let's light you back up. That's the escape artist. Loosely connect, I like it. So, Shapes has the lead, Ben's in second, Fetz in third, AB Me, Stilgar, Sam, Conrad, and Matt in the Danger Zone. AB Me and Conrad still with the help available. A lot of players in green, though, with the help available too. So, still 3 questions to go. Let's take a look at the third. Salty at this time. Which of these seas flows directly into the Indian Ocean? The Coral Sea, the Weddell Sea, the Chukchi Sea, or the Andaman Sea? Sea's, of course, famous for being salty. It's the Andaman Sea. I must say, these are not seas that trip off the tongue. I've heard of the Coral Sea, but they are all in very, very different parts of the globe. The Weddell Sea's around the Antarctic. It flows directly into the Southern Ocean. Coral Sea flows from the east coast of Australia into the South Pacific. The Chukchi Sea's north of Russia, and the Andaman Sea is west of Thailand. So it's to do with, broadly, did you know where those seas were? Sam was fastest that time, just over 2.5 seconds. Woollyback was second, Lupine third, Silver Electron fourth, and Prey was fifth. 1 multiplier coming from BC on a right answer, and Ardenfett nerfing for the flat rate of 8. Let's reorder the board. So we've got a standard Danger Zone size. It's pretty close though. Amy on 12, Stimpson on 11. Amy currently safe, Stimpson in the Danger Zone. Still a lot of helps available with 2 questions to go. Ben's got the lead, Woollyback's in second, Shapes in third, as we play on to question number 4. Bitter is next. If you told a German bitter, what would you most likely be saying? Stop, thank you, please, or go away? It's please. I have got a GCSE in German, but I can't remember what all of these mean. But I know thank you is Danke, D-A-N-K-E. Please is a shortened form of Ich bitte dich, which meaning I beg of you. Quite a literal language. So please sort of means beg, effectively. Go away is something else. And stop, I assume, is just stop. Stop! It's a sort of universally translates that word, possibly. Anyway, ABME was fastest and with a multiplier, 32 points there, ABME, well played. Woollyback second, Flyboy was third, Matt was fourth, and Stilgar was fifth. 1 nerf coming in from Silver Electron. Oh, Halt, possibly Halt, that makes sense. Silver Electron picking up the flat rate of 8. 5 multipliers played in total, ABME and Amy on right answers, Lupine, Shapes and Conrad Lack on wrong answers. So, reordering the board with 1 question to go. There is just a point separating safety and not safety. Stilgar on 20, Cola on 19, currently in the Danger Zone. Stilgar currently safe. Only 2 helps left, Stimpson and Cola, both of them in the Danger Zone. with one question. Let's see what it brings. Question number 5 is on umami. In which country was the umami flavor profile first identified? France, United States, Japan, or China? It's Japan. Now, I would have guessed China because when you have a Chinese takeaway, it's almost entirely MSG, isn't it? And is that umami? I think it's MSG. Something sodium glutamate. Mezzo-sodium glutamate? I forget. Let's look at the notes. It might tell me. Its name effectively means pleasant, savoury... Thank you. A pleasant, savoury taste. A derivation from the Japanese word umai, meaning delicious. Umami was first named and identified in 1908 with MSG, monosodium glutamate. The first umami seasoning being sold by the Ajinomoto Company in 1909. Was a well-answered question. Stilgar was fastest. Stimson was second and with a multiplier. Hey, babe, could you grab another apple ties can? There's one can in the little fridge. Thank you, sweet. Stimson was second with a multiplier. Matt was third. Lupine was fourth. And Amy was fifth. Just that one multiplier coming from Stimson Cola abstaining. Has he done enough to get out of the danger zone? Let's find out. Regrettably not. And Prey topples into it as well. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Prey. You could have had such joy.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed, JC. Well, at the end of the 5 flavours of quiz, it's Woollyback who's got the lead with 57, Flyboy's in second with 55, and Ben takes third with 47. You guys will get a little boost going into the start of the next round, and you'll be joined there by Amy Shapes, Ralph, Silver Electron, Simpsons Angle, AB Me, Fetz, and Stilgar. Hashtag holy crap, I didn't die. Thank you, Ben. My last can of apple ties, after which I have to open the bottle. And yes, your scores will reset to 0 and you'll be given a fresh help. Unfortunately, though, Prey, Matt, Sam, Cola, Conrad, great run, but unfortunately you can go no further. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Pop. And then there were 11. Woollyback start with 5, Flyboy with 3, and Ben with 2. Parliamentary rail service. What? Jesus Christ, JC, a bomb. Sorry, stop distracting me. I'm on a roll tonight. So we're going to lose 5 players this round and leave 6 for our final. And round number 4 is... Stuff older than my dad. Which I'll tell you all about it. The rules are the same. Your nerf is worth 5 points in this round. Half the number of players rounded down. And you don't get them in the final. There are no helps in the final at all, so definitely use them or lose them. Note here from Oni. Generally, I feel like I'm writing about things too modern, so I'm deliberately forcing my hand here to promise to not write about anything that happened after the year 1962. Why you have to suffer through it as well is none of my concern. In a weird coincidence, Oni's dad was born the year before my dad, who was born in 1963. So this is stuff older than Oni's dad, but also by coincidence stuff older than my dad, which is quite pleasing. So best of luck to you all. Dawson on 5, Flyboy on 3, Ben on 2, everyone else back down to 0. I wish you all the very best of luck. Let's play Danger Zone. Oh, I played the before my time card, possibly. Starting with this. What was regulated via the Hays Code when it was introduced in March 1930? Bars, casinos, books, or films? What do you back say? Speak for yourself. It's films. It's a Hays Code self-censored film in America until it was replaced by the MPAA rating system in 1968. Quite a few getting that one right, actually. Silver Electron was the fastest. Shape second with a multiplier. Lupine third with a multiplier. Fetz was fourth, and BC was fifth. Lupine, Shapes, and Stilgar all multiplying on that one on correct answers, and Flyboy nerfing for the flat rate of 5. Let's reorder the board. And the Danger Zone size straight out the gate again. Flyboy and Fetz on 8. Ben currently in safety on 9. Much to play for. On we go. Question 2. Which of these inventions was discovered in the 19th century? Rechargeable battery, pendulum clock, piano, or penicillin? Rechargeable battery, the only one not beginning with P. All of these are in different centuries for what it's worth. Pendulum clock was invented by Christian Huygens in 1656. First piano was built, of course, as we all know, in 1709 by Bartolomeo Cristofori. The lead-acid battery was invented by Gaston Planté in 1859, who presumably was French. Penicillin was first observed in 1928 by Alexander Fleming. For the longest time, I always thought Fleming invented penicillin, but of course he didn't invent it, much in the same way Newton didn't invent gravity. Just the 3 correct answers there. Shapes was fastest, Woollyback second, and Flyboy third. Let's reorder the board. Ola currently hanging on to a boneyard crown with 10 questions correct out of 17 so far. Shapes in the lead, Woollyback's in second, and Ralph's in third. Sorry, Mavity, my bad. On we go, question number 3. Which of the Brontes published her work under the pseudonym of Acton Bell? Emily Bronte, Charlotte Bronte, Anne Bronte, or Maria Bronte? Anne Bronte was the answer there. I have to say I didn't know that. But yes, Anne Bronte, I have no further notes on you, but Anne Bronte was the answer. Just 4 correct answers there. BC was fastest and with a multiplier for 22 points. Shape second, Fetz third, Stimson fourth. And so just the 1 multiplier from BC and 1 nerf from Woollyback for the flat rate of 5. The Dactobel sounds like a it does a bit sound like a disused London Underground station. Shapes in the lead, Ben's in second, Woollyback's in third, Stimson, Silver Electron, Stilgar, Amy, and Amy currently in the danger zone. Most of them, all but Stilgar, have still got help available. We've still got 2 questions left, so this could all change. Let's take a look at question number 4. What was the first ever Formula 1 World Championship race in 1950? Is it the French Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, or the German Grand Prix? Good content, Tony, approved. It was the British Grand Prix, held at Silverstone, of course, on May the 13th. The Alfa Romeo team took all 3 spots on the podium, with the race being won by Giuseppe Nino Farina. British Grand Prix was the answer. BC, unsurprisingly, was the first in with the correct answer there. ABME was second and with a multiplier, and Flyboy was third. 1 nerf coming in as well from Silver Electron for 5. Okay, with 1 question to go, let's reorder the board. So, that's the state of play with a single question left. Fetz, Stimson and Amy in the danger zone with a help. Silver Electron and Stilgar in the danger zone without a help. Just a point separating Fetz and Ralph. Ben's at the top, Shapes in second, Flyboy in third. Could be an interesting final question. Very best of luck to you all. Here's question 5. Which of these geological periods happened first? Cambrian, Calabrian, Devonian, Permian? It's the Cambrian. Note from Oni says here, I have it on pretty high authority that yes, all of these occurred before 1962, with the Cambrian period being just a bit earlier by measure of roughly 600 million years. Silver Electron was fastest, Lupine was second, Shapes was third, ABME was fourth, and Stimson's Angle was fifth, and with a multiplier no less. Ardenfet's also nerfing the question for the flat rate of 5. Is it enough for Fetz to get out of the danger zone? Stilgar and Amy are going to be eliminated. Has Stimson done enough to get out? Has Silver Electron done enough to get out? ABME and Ralph, have they done enough to get up? Flyboy and Woollyback, have they got to worry? Let's reorder the board and find out. Ooh, how interesting. We have got a 3-way tie. We'll address that in just a minute. Let's just take a look at the top of the board. Shapes finishes on top with 50. Ben in second with 42. Ralph and ABME both with 28. Silver Electron with 27. You 5 will all be in the final. And yeah, let's test that code. because we've got a three-way tie between Flyboy, Dawson, and Stimpson's Angle. One of those players will make up our 6th finalist. Unfortunately for Fetch, Stilgar, and Amy, they will be summarily eliminated in just a moment. Silver Electron, thank your lucky stars, clinging on by the skin of your teeth. But you are indeed into the final. And is it going to be Flyboy, Woollyback, or Stimpson's Angle who joins you, AB, me, Ralph, Ben, and Shapes there? We'll find out because it is time for a 4th set tiebreaker. Quick reminder of how this will work. Flyboy, Dawson, Stimpson, you will receive a numerical question. You must answer as a number. Whoever is closest to the answer will go through to the final. The other two will not. It's as simple as that. In the very unlikely event it's an exact tie, then it will be whoever got the answer in first. Best of luck to you both. Here is your tiebreak question. How many calories are there in 113 Big Macs? Answers from all three. Stimpson got their answer in first and went for 113 million, which is quite a lot. Flyboy was second with 30,000. Woollyback was third with 60,000. Is that the question we used to test the tiebreaker algorithm? Well, it should definitely work then. The correct answer, 29,041. Flyboy, not a bad guess to begin with. Just under 1,000 away. You do get the nod, and you have made up player number 6. And Dawson and Stimpson's Angle have to slip into the standard danger zone. So the algorithm definitely working, because historically that might have. Oh no, it wouldn't have triggered another tiebreak. Anyway, it worked, which is good. So at the end of all that, we have our 6 finalists: Shapes, Ben, Ralph, AB, me, Silver Electron, and Flyboy. I'll talk to you in just a minute. But unfortunately for Woollyback, Stimpson, Fetch, Stilgar, and Amy, it's been a great run up to the end of round 4, but unfortunately you can go no further. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. You're in the danger zone. This means we have to say goodbye. And off they pop. Cola still with the Boneyard Crown, 11 questions correct out of 20. And our 6 finalists have got a different score. Let me tell you all about that as we go to our final round. Assorted Gubbins. It's like general knowledge, but more Oni. 5 questions this round. Multipliers and nerfs are inactive, so it's all to do with your brain and speed. Live players start with a score equal to their total correct answers minus their total danger zone appearances. So every time you're in the danger zone, there's a little black mark against your name, and that's why we've got a spread from Shapes on 11 down to AB Me on 3. However, with 5 questions and 6 points available per, there's still 30 points available in this round, which means it is anybody's game, at least for the first few questions. All of these questions will be on assorted gubbins of general knowledge, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Let's play Danger Zone. The Rock Music Festival Download is held on the grounds of which racing circuit? Cadwell Park, Mallory Park, Donington Park, or Alton Park? It's Donington Park, first held in 2003, replacing the Donington Monsters of Rock Festival, held between 1980 and 1996. That's actually a festival question I would have known the answer to, which is unusual. I'm not much into festivals. But Shapes was fastest, Lupine second, and BC was third. Let's reorder the board. Shapes hanging on to the lead, Ralph moving into second, Ben into third, as we go on to question number 2. Who was US President at the start of the Russian Revolution? Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Woodrow Wilson, or William Howard Taft? Woodrow Wilson. Those of you who have studied a bit of Russian history, which I did during my master's degree, would have known the Russian Revolution began in 1917. Woodrow Wilson won the 1916 election, beating Charles Evans Hughes 277 to 254. Did not have a change of president during the First World War, nor the Second World War for that matter in the States. Woodrow Wilson was the answer. Lupine fastest, Flyboy second, and BC was third. Let's reorder the board. Ralph takes the lead with 19. Shape slips to second, still with 17. Flyboy and Ben tied up in third with 14. Then a bit of a gap down to Silver Electron on 6 and ABME on 3. Still 18 points though available as we go to question number 3. Smooth KN, Sugarloaf and Spanish Red are varieties of which fruit? Pineapple, grapefruit, banana or orange? Just Flyboy finding this one. They're all pineapples. Only player in the whole game to get it right. Pineapple, I have nothing more to say to you about that one. Ananas, indeed, in Spanish. Let's reorder the board. And Flyboy takes the lead now. We've had a new leader, I think, every question this round. Flyboy on 20, Ralph in second on 19, Shapes in third on 17. Ben on 14, there's still 12 points available, so this is still open to Ben and up for the gold medal. Silver Electron and ABME. Unfortunately, Silver Electron, you can only just about get the bronze at this point. Let's take a look at question number 4. French, not Spanish, my bad, sorry. Question 4, take a look. Which of these yearly events will happen earliest in 2026? Grand National, Crufts, London Marathon or University Boat Race? It's a Zossig for our hot seaters, although a couple of people in the Boneyard getting this one right. It's Crufts. Takes place in early March, with the other 3 taking place in April. So this is going well, says Shapes. Cola has well and truly cemented that Boneyard crown. Let's reorder the board. No change in our hot seat game. So it's home team advantage to Flyboy going into this final question. We have not dismissed the possibility of a tie here. If Ben is right first and Flyboy is wrong, that could force a tie at the top. But it depends what happens with Ralph and Shapes as well. It is not impossible. It is unlikely, but it is not impossible. No, it is impossible that we have a 4-way tie. We could have a 3-way tie, though, again. Because, of course, if we have a tie in the final of DangerZone, we do go to a tiebreak. We don't share the gold in this game. Best of luck to you all. Here's question number 5. Combined, how many dots and dashes are there if you translate DangerZone into Morse code? There are 24, and Ralph has got there and stealing the gold away at the end. 12 each of dots and dashes. Dash dot dot, dot dash, dash dot, dash dash dot, dot, dot dash dot, dash dash dot dot, dash dash dash, dash dot dot. Those of you who are interested. 12 of each for a total of 24. And it's Ralph who picks up 6 points there as we reorder the board and take a look at the final scores. It's Cola who takes the Boneyard medal with 14 correct out of 25. Very well played, Cola. 6th place has to go to ABME. 5th to Silver Electron. 4th to Ben, just missing out on a medal. 3rd place and bronze medal with 17 points goes to Shapes. Second place just missing out with Ralph stealing that question at the end. Do not consider it a steal at all. It's good sportsmanship, Flyboy. 20 points and a silver medal for you. But with 25 points, your winner and DangerZone champion and gold medalist is Ralph. Very many congratulations to our medalists and all our players tonight. I hope you had fun playing DangerZone. And very many thanks as well to Oni for a lovely assorted question pack. Just to go through the medals. Ralph, that's your 4th gold. Flyboy, that's your 1st silver. And only your 2nd Danger Zone medal, the other one being a lobby medal. So very well done to you on your first podium finish, I suppose, in Danger Zone. Shapes, that would be your 6th bronze medal. And Cola, that is your 14th Boneyard medal. So huge congratulations to all 4 of you on your new medals, and very well played to everybody. I hope you all had fun. That is the end of Danger Zone. Something coming up in it. Please stick around. I think you're really going to like it. So stick around, because special treat coming up for you. I'm not going to go to ads. I'm just going to go straight into it. So yeah, I'll see you after the credits for a special treat. Thank you again to Oni. You've been playing Danger Zone, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay. Hi, Huds. Hi, Supersonic. A whole lot of stuff has just happened very, very quickly. Game said no. Oh, my. Hud, Supersonic, thank you guys both very much for the raid. You've come at a particularly interesting moment, because I've just unveiled my first new game, proper new game, for nearly 3 years. So that is good timing. If you'd like to play it, you need the universal controller, and this game is completely automated. You have got just under 2 minutes to join. I will explain more about this as we go. I'm not yet entirely sure whether this is going to be a warm-up game or a full feature game. I'll talk about that in a bit, BC, but Huds and Supersonic, thank you very much for that raid. Let me give you both a shout out. Go follow these guys, by the way. Is it Supersonic underscore? Oh God, I can't. It is Supersonic underscore. Go follow the guys. Sonic Speedrunners. Top blokes both. How was stream? Hope for Benazosian wants to drink wine. No, I haven't drunk wine for at least a day or two. Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Royal Flush. This is game night where you can play along with the quiz. Good, Matt. That's the plan. The goal is to be terrifying. Universe controller right there. Room code VCLF. So, why does the population worry me? I will explain everything afterwards. I just want you to play the game for now. And then I will explain everything, both my logic behind making it, and the rationale, the reason that this is now able to be a thing, and my thoughts on this game moving forward. It is a multiple choice game. For now, just play the game. And the Akoma, Hud, Sooty Bunsen, Cornell Red, Supersonic, and Rocket Sailor, welcome all of you to the stream. Great to have you here. You're all good, Marilyn Pravitoni. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. So, the only winning move is to play. Absolutely. Welcome on into the stream. Okay, you can join midway through, but here's how to play. Pay attention. And turn the volume up because I'm really pleased with this soundscape. Answer the questions correctly to earn points. The greater the threat, the more points are awarded per question. Incorrect answers and abstentions reset your unbanked points. To bank your points, press the button to raise the DEFCON level. Once pressed, your points are safe, but you cannot earn any more until after the level has been raised. Thank you, BC. I was largely going for vibes. The DEFCON level will be raised once a critical mass of players have elected to raise it. We're starting at 10. Once 10 players have elected to raise it, the DEFCON level will go up. Any players with unbanked points when the level is raised will lose them, so you must bank before the group as a whole decide to raise the level. Once DEFCON 1 has been reached, incorrect or abstaining players will be awarded their current unbanked points, but will then be terminated. Gameplay will continue until all players have been terminated or the countdown has expired. The player with the most banked points is the winner. So, that's all there is to it. Decide when you are going to bank. Oh, I'm just puzzled. Sorry, Woollyback. Yeah, the instructions are a bit snappy. Here we go. What food would you prescribe a daily dose of to keep away a doctor? Apple, anchovy, apricot, avocado. These are old questions from a very long time ago that I wrote for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire some time back. They're not new. Correct answer is apple. Apple a day will keep the doctor away, allegedly. Why are the answer boxes not aligned? That's annoying. Next category is food and drink. Raise the DEFCON level and bank or continue. Remember, if you elect to raise the DEFCON level, the points you got for that question will be safe, but you can't get any more until it goes up. No one's voted to raise the DEFCON level. No change. On we go. 25 minutes. Which of these is not a flavour that makes up a traditional Neapolitan ice cream? Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, or avocado? Avocado, of course. Yeah, I'm really annoyed that they're not aligned. They were aligned, but now they're not. I'll fix that. Right, the next category is pop music. If you want to raise and bank, now is the opportunity to do it. Threshold is 10. This game is like, yeah, definitely do. Okay, voting over. 4 players have voted to raise the DEFCON level, so no change. Those 4 players, you won't get any more points, but the points you've got are now safe. 4 players have elected to vote raise the DEFCON level. Next question. According to the hit 1999 song, what is Britney Spears inviting Baby to do to her one more time? Slap me, spank me, tap me, hit me. DEFCON 1 is the maximum, Bruce. Yes, they will, AB me. Hits me. So it's going to be at least 4. Yes, high is bad. DEFCON 1 means the world's about to end. Next category is US history. Raise the DEFCON level and bank, or continue. Threshold was passed. 15 players banked their points. We're going to DEFCON 4. If you didn't bank before that threshold before that DEFCON level went up, you've lost your points, you start again. Threshold is now 15. What was the first name of the first president of the United States of America? George, John, Paul, or Ringo? Like the real life DEFCON scale, yes, indeed. Thanks, Lupine. George Washington. Incidentally, the votes will have reset, so it's going to start at 0 now. Okay? Votes will have reset. I think I'm using... next category is animals, by the way. Sorry, I can't keep up with the chat and the game at the same time. Vote to raise the DEFCON level if you like. I don't think it is like the same colours. I think they're different. But I thought the ones I've picked are much nicer. Only one player electing to raise a DEFCON level. The points are safe, but you can't earn any more till the DEFCON level goes up. Threshold is 15. Next question. A Cocker Spaniel is a breed of which type of domestic animal? Horse, cat, dog, or rabbit? It's a dog. And they're the best. Okay. Currently at DEFCON 4, threshold is 15. The next category is economics. Raise the DEFCON level and bank or continue. Voting over. Here's Nato. Welcome to the stream. 7 players elected to raise the DEFCON level. Tips to Nato, welcome to the stream. Those of you who voted, you can't earn any more points till it goes up. 7 out of 15 players have voted to raise the level. Next, which of these pairs is most associated with the act of making card payments? Chip and run, chip and fish, chip and pin, chip and dale. I think DEFCON 1 is officially white, but on my version it's not. You'll see what it is. Well, I hope you'll see what it is eventually. Chip and pin is the answer. Now we are at 7. Threshold is 15. Next category is television. Raise or go another question. "20 players voted to raise the DEFCON level. The 5 who didn't will have lost their points. We're going to DEFCON 3. The threshold is now 14. It's gone down because it's algorithmically generated. To our next question. In the opening credits of The Simpsons, Bart Simpson is seen exiting the school on what? BMX bike, roller skates, skateboard, or scooter? Coconuts, welcome to the stream. The skateboard, incidentally. Next category is literature. Raise the DEFCON level and bank, or continue. 30 points available per question now, incidentally. Threshold is 14. Two players voted to raise the DEFCON level. We stay at DEFCON 3. To our next question. What of these names refers to the monster from which of these names should be refers to the monster from Stephen King's It? Penny sensible, Penny clever, Penny wise, Penny smart. I'm up. Pennywise is the answer. Next category is world history. Opportunity to raise the DEFCON level now if you would like. The threshold is 14. We already had 2. Voting over. 9 players have voted to raise the DEFCON level. No change. You 9 players, you cannot get any more points until the level goes up. But it still clocks how many questions you got right, and that's what your penny payout, so keep answering. Next, which one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world is still standing? Colossus of Rhodes, Pyramids of Giza, Statue of Zeus at Olympia, Lighthouse of Alexandria. And Lingomania, welcome to the stream. The Pyramids of Giza are still standing. Opportunity to vote. Next category is cinema. It's a DEFCON level and bank, or continue. Voting over. Threshold 23 out of 25. Have voted to raise the DEFCON level. We're going to DEFCON 2. 17 minutes remain. The threshold is 16. Which of these actors has played Superman? Henry Cavill, Adam West, George Clooney, Christian Bale. Thanks, Matt. Henry Cavill is the answer. The others played Batman. Opportunity to vote to raise the DEFCON level. The threshold is 16. The next category is sport. Voting closed. Nobody has elected to raise the DEFCON level on the sport question. Let's play on. Which fruit sits on top of the Wimbledon men's singles trophy? A pineapple, a banana, a strawberry, or a pear? It's a pineapple. Ananas in French, or piña in Spanish, as I learned today. Next category is biology. Anyone going to vote to raise the DEFCON level to DEFCON 1? Take a look. One player has voted to raise the DEFCON level. We stay at DEFCON 2. Next question. In the human body, where would you find the gluteus maximus? Chest, arm, shoulder, buttocks. Buttocks. I hope you've got your headphones on loud. You need it to get a vibe for this game. Next category is food and drink. Raise the DEFCON level and bank your points, or carry on. Remember, if you get it wrong, you lose anything you've accumulated. If you bank, they're safe, but you can't get any more until it goes up. Threshold is 16. Eight of 16 players. Halfway to the threshold, but no change for now. Staying at DEFCON 2, 14 minutes. What type of alcohol is derived from juniper berries? Tequila, vermouth, gin, or rum? It's gin, and it's disgusting. Opportunity to raise the DEFCON level. Next category is literature. .21 players have elected to raise the DEFCON level. We are going to DEFCON 1. There is no longer a threshold, it is just questions. If you get one wrong, you are out of the game and terminated. Joseph Heller is famous for writing which of these novels? Fahrenheit 451, Catch-22, Slaughterhouse 5, or The Confederacy of Dunces? Incidentally, if you're wrong or abstain now, the points that you have got are banked, and you're out, then you're terminated and out of the game. Catch-22 is the answer. 17 players remain. In which decade did James Dean die? 50s, 40s, 60s, or 70s? (1950s), September the 30th, 1955. 11 players remain. Yeah, still answer if you've been terminated because you still get pennies for correct answers. Chemistry is next. What is a chemical symbol for gold? Ag, Al, Au, As. Get it wrong, Proogs, and then you're out the game. Au is the answer. 11 players remain. Space. Apart from Earth, which is the only other planet in the solar system to not be named after a Roman god or goddess. Venus, Saturn, Neptune, or Uranus? Yeah, that's kind of the logic, Stilgar. If you can answer, do. Uranus, Roman god. Neptune's the Roman god of the sea. Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture, and Venus, the Roman god of love. Uranus, the Greek god of the underworld. 8 players remain. Knock on Wood, Golden Years, and Fashion are all UK top 10 hits by which artist? Elton John, Tom Jones, Robbie Williams, or David Bowie? David Bowie is the answer. 7 players remain. Abstention counts as wrong. We're down to 7. UK history. Which English monarch succeeded Henry I? Richard I, William II, Henry II, or Stephen? Stephen, 1135 to 1154. Henry I, 1100 to 1135. 3 players remain. 10 minutes on the clock. Geography. Botany Bay is located in which Australian city? Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, or Sydney? It's Sydney. 3 players remain. Television, originally aired between 1965 and 1968, Lost in Space is based on the intergalactic adventures of which family? The Smiths, the Robinsons, the Robertsons, or the Jones? It's the Robinsons, inspired by Swiss Family Robinson. 2 players remain. Natural science. Which of these would be studied by a mycologist? Fungus, viruses, cells, algae? Fungus is the answer. 2 players remain. Biology. In the human body, where are the red blood cells produced? Fascia, bone marrow, heart, pancreas? Produced in the bone marrow. 2 players remain. Sir Isaac Newton appeared on which Bank of England note? £1, £5, £10, £20. It's £1. One player remains. 7.5 minutes. Wuthering Heights was written by which of the Bronte sisters? Anne, Charlotte, Emily, Elizabeth. Not them again. Emily was the answer. One player remains. Pipkin, Kerhar, and Hyzanthali are all characters from which novel? Tarka the Otter, Watership Down, Shardik, The Animals of Farthing Wood. Watership Down. And the final player has fallen with 6 minutes 40.93 seconds left. All players have now been terminated. And that's it. There you go. That was DEFCON. Dan, thank you very much for that raid, coming in right at the end of a brand new game. Quizzy Dan, Momo, Meredith Music, and Liari77. Welcome all of you to the stream. And Edam Cheese, welcome, welcome. I wish I could say no, but you can't. That's fine. Yeah, it's very strange watching me sit there quietly. I thought I'll steer into the character moment. Hello, Clive. Yeah, I've seen comments in the server. If you've got any suggestions, chuck them into the Discord. And then let me explain things to you. First of all, Raiders, Huds, Supersonic, Dan, all coming in. Huds and Supersonic coming in at the front of that game. Dan right at the very end of it. Sorry I didn't give you a proper greeting. But so just about to kickstart that game. So, a few things. First of all, thank you very much for all the nice comments. It has been a long time since I've made a new original format, and this one I started on Sunday, so it's come together quite quickly. Incidentally, if you don't want to stick around, if you just want to do quiz, that is the end of quiz now. I'm going to talk for a little bit about that. So if you're interested in that, please do stick around. If not, feel free to go. We've got Thunderball coming up in a bit as well. First of all, the rationale behind you can make games again now. Without going into too much detail, because it's not my place to. The long and short of it is I have approached the powers that be at work, and the clause where I'm not allowed to develop new formats is no longer a clause in my contract. So you heard it here first. There are going to be new formats going into 2026 and beyond. So yay, that's good news. I pushed it back, and that's anyone who is interested in more details, perhaps on that, send me a DM. I'm not talking about it publicly. The bottom line is, your probation. I can make new stuff again. Message from our sponsor JR.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the 100 bits. So that was DEFCON. I watched a film called When I Was Ill, called A Message from Our Sponsor BC.
Yes, yes.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the 100 bits, PC. Wasn't war games. I watched a film called A House of Dynamite when I was ill. I sort of watched a lot of Netflix. When I was ill. Called House of Dynamite, which is a Catherine Bigelow film who did Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30. She was the first woman to win Best Director at the Academy Awards for, I think it was The Hurt Locker in 2009. I got really inspired by that thing. So I wanted to go in and do a quiz that had that DEFCON vibe. The idea, it didn't come fully formed, unusually. Normally they do. But a few people picked up on it. I really wanted to just create a vibe. So there's no ceremony with titles, very little ceremony with credits. It's just questions and a vibe. You've got that sort of that war games behind the DEFCON thing, and the idea if you play with headphones, it does sound quite sinister, and hopefully was as much fun as nuclear war can be. Obviously, definitely open to thank you, Jay. I will not be changing the vibe. Definitely open to feedback. Now, the questions were cobbled together from a couple of old Who Wants to Be a Millionaire packs of mine, which is why they started very easy. They probably should increase in difficulty, but that will be borne out in playtesting. There is a template to write for this. You can have as many questions as you like. The template has got 30. DEFCON level was going up every 3 or 4 levels. This is something I'm very happy to have a conversation with people about the exact mechanics of it. Appreciate the instructions were a little bit, there's quite a lot to take in a short space of time, but again, I was trying to go with the vibe and just have it be explained there. I wasn't sure if I wanted this as a warm-up game, because I click go, and that's it. I don't have to press anything else. So it could work as a warm-up game, but it's quite a big write for a warm-up game, 30 plus multiple choice questions. So I don't know if I added much reading the questions out and reminding. Obviously, it was useful to be here to keep reminding players of the rules and maybe things that hadn't been made clear. But I hope you enjoyed it. That's DEFCON. It's my first new, proper, full original format for nearly 3 years. So I hope you enjoyed it and the questions went down okay. Penny payout is your total banked points plus, I think it's 25 for every question you got right. So if you finished on 500 and you got 20 questions right, you'll end up with 20 times 50 or 20 times 25 plus 500. I'll write it down somewhere. But yeah, Universal Controller could probably do with a little bit more feedback for you, but the idea is it's just supposed to be snappy. It's supposed to be pure quiz and just bang, 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 question. But it's got a little bit of strategy to it. I like the idea of not quite knowing when the best place is to bank your points, so there's a sort of press your luck element about it. Having a look at some suggestions coming in already, and they'll be. I will look at those and implement them in due course. As I said, I started it on Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and it basically has been working on it evenings this week. So it's come together very, very quickly. There's definitely, but maybe sometimes the ones that are less, sometimes you get an idea and run with it. They can be more of a success than some of the bigger projects like Google that. So yeah, lots of things to think about. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch that back a bit later on, and if you've got something to say, do chuck it into the Discord and the suggestions channel. Because I've had no consultation with anyone on that at all. I think I mentioned to Lewis and possibly to Toot that I might be making some new games moving forwards, but this is the first time you're hearing it here. It's so yeah. Looking forward to reading the comments. I'm deliberately not reading them now, but please do tell me your thoughts. I think we're going to end there because it's 20 past 10. I've been quite snappy tonight. Again, do go fill in a survey if you haven't done so already. I have been reading it as it's coming. I'm going to report back fully. One of the things that does seem to be prevailing is that this thing, and I think I'm justified in doing a bit of talking now because it's a new game, but this thing here where I do quite a bit of chat is maybe a bit much. So that's something I'm very mindful of, and I'm trying to improve. And keep the streams more sort of snappy, and to coin a phrase, to get on with the quiz. Yeah, but more information on that survey in due course. If you haven't filled one in yet, please do. And I very much look forward to hearing your thoughts on that, and indeed on DEFCON. It's really nice to have a new game in the arsenal for the first time in quite a few years. So yeah, exciting stuff in the future for game night. And yes, hope you enjoyed the experience. Right, just time for oh, hello, that's the wrong one. Oh, have I got the wrong bloody... I'm still using Huds' build. I thought I reset the game path. Build, normal build. There we go. Right. Let's do a Thunderball draw and win some lovely, lovely pennies. Saphira, welcome to the stream. While we're doing this, I am going to go through my raid messages. There we go, that's what I want. I want a room code. Let's type that in. What are we doing tonight? Thunderball tonight. Right, let's win some pennies. Live from the Game Night studio, it's the Penny Prize Draw. That's not what I normally say. Live from the Game Night Control Center is the line. I haven't done it for so long. Live from the Game Night Control Center, it's time for the Thunderball Draw. I get it right. Come join. One or two more updates still to go into this, but they're not quite there yet. Yeah, room for 40 players if you want a chance to win some extra pennies tonight. Finish off my apple dice. My second can. Goodness me, I'm being decadent. Right, you come join. A nice game of DEFCON. Yeah, just play the game. I thought that would be better. Just go in and just play the game rather than fart about trying to explain it beforehand. The only winning move is to play. That's clever. I like that. Is there a lottery in the apocalypse? Rabbits are invading England. I've been doing that for a very long time. Venezuelan loose jacks, indeed. A few more seats if anyone wants to come grab one. Universe controller's right there. Room code's on the screen at the top. I really want to go read your feedback. I'm not. I'm going to resist until I'm off stream. Then I'll go read it. I'll watch it back and then read it again. Oh, Matt, you're too kind. Thank you. Vibes. This is what you need. Just need vibes. That's what you need. Horror vibes. All right, 30 more seconds and then we're going to draw. You won't be able to join after that room code gets hidden. So, have opinions, all good. I may do. I finished, so I am going to be finishing a little earlier than normal time. Hopefully this could be the new normal. No more going on until, 1:30 midnight, unless it's a special occasion. Oh, I thought I set a countdown going. All right, I'll just do your manual one. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good evening, Andrew of Bob. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lock it up. And let's start the machine. And tonight, gang, we are using Excalibur and Set of Balls number 6. So, without any further ado, let's release those big money balls. There we go. 39. Or is it 40? 40. 40 of the blue balls, and then just 14 in the other Thunderball machine, which will be launching up in just a minute. Wish you all the very best of luck, and I've left a note to myself to put somewhere what the payout structure of this machine or these machines actually are, so look forward to that in the near future. Let's start the draw. If I say yes, would you believe me, Proogs? No, they don't. Okay, oh, it's a misfire on the first draw. First ball, that's a good start, isn't it? We've got it second time, though. That is number 12. First appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. And the second ball. Is number 6. Second appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared on Saturday, the 20th of September. 2 down, 3 to go. The third ball. Is that one there, number 2. First appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. A couple of debutantes tonight. 3 so far, if you include DEFCON. Over halfway there to our 4th ball out of the main machine tonight. Is that one there, number 13. Second appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Saturday, the 8th of November. Of course, we did a double draw 2 Saturdays back. One more. This is the one that could make all the difference for you, make you very, very wealthy. Of course, it's the Thunderball. It's the main one for that, but let's take a look. Oh, it's a missed draw. Match 3. Nice, Prudes. Let's see if we can make it 4. Oh, not with that draw. Let's give them a shuffle and see if we get one this time. There we go. Number 24 is the next ball. Second appearance in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, the 16th of October. So those are our main numbers. Let's start up the second machine. And let's release the Thunderballs. Keep it to 4 on the lottery. 14 Thunderballs in there, having a big whiz around. Let's see if we can make you all very wealthy tonight. Good luck! They settle into the drum. Oh, this is going to be a misfire, isn't it? Well, maybe not. No, we've got... Oh! We had one, but it fell off. Let's try that again. Couple of misfires tonight from Excalibur. We've got it that time. The Thunderball tonight is number 11. Goodness me, 4th appearance as the Thunderball. Last appeared on Thursday, the 23rd of October. And those balls again, this time in ascending order. Number 2. Number 6. Number 12. Number 13. Number 24. And the Thunderball is number 11. Let's have a look at this evening's big winners tonight. We've got Prugs and Shapes taking 1,000 off a single line. SJ, Stilgar, Tom, Silver Electron, and Woollyback each taking 500 off a single line. Very well done there. Big winners overall, which I still haven't done the graphic for, but Prugs winning 1,450 in total across 4 lines. Shapes 1,250 across 2 lines. SJ winning 1,000 across 3. Natter winning 1,000 across 4. Was I just doing up to 1,000? I think I was. I was going to do up to 1,000. And that's all been written to the penny bank. Hooray. I refresh it anyway, and it's been updated again. Lovely stuff. One quick lottery for Conradalac just before we finish. Conradalac, Veil success. Oh, how about that? Exactly 1,000 pennies from the random button. Had to happen eventually, didn't it? Right, that was the Thunderball draw this evening. I'll see you on the camera just to raid and wrap up in a few minutes' time. Thank you all for playing. I'll see you in a sec. And that is it for another game night, friends. I hope you've had fun this evening. Thank you very much to the writers this evening as well, to JR for Plinko, to Oni for DangerZone, and to the proofing team as well, Topper who did Plinko, Stimson who did Cryptex as well. Very grateful. So put the microphone back, Ben. That would help, wouldn't it? Very grateful to... I was saying thank you to writers and proofers tonight. Thank you to all the admin team and everyone who helps things run smoothly. And, of course, do come join the Discord. Don't forget to give me a survey if you haven't done one already. If you're not in the Discord and you don't necessarily want to come and join right now, that's fine, but you can still do a survey right there. Please do fill it in. Your feedback is genuinely very important to me. It will help shape the way into 2026, so do go and fill one of those in if you like. They're anonymous if you want them to be, so you can say what you like. Please try and keep it civil and polite, of course, but if you have got a complaint or something you want to see less of or more of, then please do let me know. I don't care if Mondrian's blue for Proogs. Blank me maybe for G. Eisens. Welcome back, Vape Pen, for the Lupine one. I ran out of dogs for Stimson's Angle. Loosely Connect for the Lupine one. The only winning move is to play by AB Me. Spank Me Baby one more time by JR. And tonight's raid message goes to Oni. Oh, cool. Nuclear war. That was going to be tonight's raid message. Pennies have all been paid out. Does that update the bank automatically? Well, it has now. We're going to go raid Flage in Lounge. I haven't done a raid for a while, and Flage has been off for a bit because he broke his foot after his Flage Fest, but he's getting back into things now. So let's go give him some love. He's playing, I think he's playing a Vice City game of some sort. Look forward to reading your feedback. I'm going to be back on Saturday with Bamboozle, Red Herrings, and The Purge. I do hope you'll come and join me for that. Even more game night this Saturday night, 8 p.m. GMT. Until next time, it's great to be back after a couple of weeks off. Lovely to see you all again, and I hope you've had fun. Until next time, you have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush, and until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care, peace out, and good night.